You're everywhere to me, and when I close my eyes, it's you I see. You're everything I know that.
Okay, it's the AM show on 3 Magic Talk and online. We're 13 minutes away from 9. When I yelled out 4 when it came to the golf, you've all got your views on this as well. So are we right or not? I mean, you let us know. Feedback at the amshow.co.nz. If you're watching on telly, you can take us with you on the radio as well. It's Magic Talk. You text the word LISTEN to 3920 for your local frequency, 702 AM. We've run the cricket. That's confirmed, isn't it?
Yes.
We've run the cricket.
Yeah, when you're talking about this 4 thing.
Oh, yes.
We will get on that a little bit later on. But even I may be wrong, but I also may be right, sort of.
Okay, you're half right.
Quarter?
You're far right.
Quarter's enough for me.
We may be called the AM show and not Mythbusters, but we are here to burst the bubble of common mortgage conceptions, or misconceptions. Here with more Love My Money founder Tracey Hunter. G'day, Tracey.
Good morning.
Love having you on the program. So
Thank
let's
you.
start with right from the top. What's the biggest one?
That you can't negotiate with your bank. So the amount of clients that I've met over the years, and they believe that what the bank is offering is what they can get. And one of the biggest ones is the floating rate, is pretty much all banks will negotiate on the floating rate.
They'll take up to 1% off, won't they?
They can take up to 1% off. And of course, it depends on how much you're borrowing and things like that. But the chances are you should be able to get a negotiated rate. And if your bank won't, there's nothing stopping you going down the road to another bank and saying, what would you give me for my business?
We don't do this enough.
We don't do this.
No.
It's, it's like being at the flea markets,
It's a double
Let's
rip-off.
talk to them.
It's a double rip-off because you already think your banks are doing you over anyway. But if they have a headline rate outside the bank, which they do it on their websites, they're telling us a lie because they are flexible.
And the special rates that they offer, so there's standard rates and then there's special rates, and it doesn't mean that the special rate is the special rate. They might discount on that as
Again.
well. So it all comes down to you, the client, if they want your business and all of that. So don't not negotiate. Now, don't get me wrong, sometimes you can't, but I would always ask a second opinion so that if you're being told one thing, you're just double checking
How
that.
pushy can you get?
Pushy?
Yeah, good. I like it.
I want to get a little bit pushy.
It's called retail banking, isn't it?
It's retail.
They are retailing, and if you go into any retailer, I often do it in some shops where
You pay
you've
for
got
stuff.
the marked price, and I will stand there looking sad. And then they'll offer me a discount. You could probably do the same with your banker.
And we've got a sale coming in a few days, so we'll offer you that price today and things like that. It really, banks have targets and they are working for their shareholders to get profits. And if they're not reaching their targets, they will discount to, make their sales targets.
You've also got to get the
So-
right person as well at the end of that line or whatever, because like some people will use that and other people won't. They'll stick to the rule.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, you should be 100% fixed or floating.
Yeah, so this is another one. I used to talk to clients about a second mortgage. And we can't do second mortgages because second mortgages are bad. And I'm not talking about second mortgages as in, you're in trouble and you're taking a second mortgage. It's about structuring a mortgage into different pieces
It
that
works.
make reality work for you. So fixed rates are cheaper. So you would want to take the cheaper rate to get savings. But on the other hand, a floating rate can give you the flexibility
Pay
of
off more.
paying off more and getting that done.
No,
So-
I did this. I did this for the first time, a few years back, and I put the floating rate there, and with a target to get rid of it, and slowly am getting rid of it much quicker than I would have on fixed.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I always find that if you're thinking of a 300,000 or 400,000 mortgage or more, it's too overwhelming, so not going to pay it off. But if you say put 30,000 on a floating and then 30,000 on a 1 year and 30,000 on a 2 year,
Deception.
the aim is to pay the small amount off, and all of a sudden I'm doing this and I can get on with it.
Yes.
If you do that, make sure you know exactly how you have structured your loans, because someone here may have forgotten about a large chunk of other fixed income when they split theirs up, not income but loan, and got a statement from the bank and then questioned the bank as to why what is this
Oh,
other
no.
big figure here. I'd just forgotten that I'd actually fixed a large chunk at a certain.
You know what?
dear.
You need to stand in front of the bank manager and look sad. All these advisors are made equal.
Yeah, so I was a mortgage advisor for 20 years. And so, again, I'll use myself as an example. When I was younger, many moon ago, I didn't really know a lot, but I was talking to people about their mortgages. And to be fair, the first sort of year or so, I might have felt like a little bit of a fraud. But I did learn what I was doing, and I didn't lead anyone astray. But then as time progresses, and I would look at the older advisors and I'd think, oh, they're so conservative. And, you know, I was young and pushing people to
Yes.
get debt and, you know, get property and do all of this sort of thing. And then something called a GFC hit,
Yes.
which is a global financial crisis.
Yes.
So I then learned about what it actually means for people to hit the wall financially, and I saw the other side.
So you felt a bit guilty? You felt like, oh, I better...
No, I think that I'd like to say more wisdom,
Yes.
you know.
Nicely turned around.
Yeah, a little bit of wisdom, but it's because you've seen more, you've got an understanding of the implications and
Human impact,
consequences.
yeah.
So age can come into it.
Proves you're a
So
decent person.
Oh, thank
And
you.
a good ballroom dancer too, I understand. We'll talk about that later. Hey, lovely to see you.
Thank you.
Okay. Tracey Hunter, love my money. Right, on the way, how to make the best burgers. We finally get there. A chef, yes, it is him, the guilty party, reveals his perfect patty advice next. Deja vu?